Sis, you're very audible. You're
All
very audible.
right. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, wherever you are listening to us from. And thank you so much for joining us today. We don't take your time for granted. We are happy to have you and also learn from you. So I want to take this opportunity to thank Coach John Fraser for joining us on this program today, all the way from Australia. I know this is not the best time for you to join a program in Nigeria, but you still choose to be here with us. We really appreciate you, sir. And to my vibrant co-host, I'm sending you kisses and hugs. Thank you for always being here and being supportive. I hope you are grabbing them. Don't laugh, we just grab them. All right, without wasting time today, I would like to introduce our first speaker and let you meet him while I do a short introduction of what today is all about. Like on my post this morning, I talked about Amaka and how everything changed for Amaka after changing our mindset about our diet. Do you know that when you change your mindset about food, you are actually changing your future? Think about it. It could be the only ingredient missing on your healthy lifestyle. You cannot just wake up one day and say, I want to do it this way, without having the right knowledge or information on how to do it. When you are now taking that step towards living your best life, there are some things that you have to put into consideration. And your mindset is as in top of the list. Number one, are you actually ready to embrace the journey of living your best life? Or do you want to still stay and be living in the denial of, I can't do it, it is not the right time, I will start on Monday, or am I doing something wrong? Am I supposed to deprive myself of eating what I want? I deserve to enjoy myself. It is much more than you just enjoying yourself. It is about taking the right step into achieving long-term goals. When we talk about mindset shifts for sustainable healthy diets, we are actually talking about how you can shift your mindset about food, nutrition, eating right, and supporting yourself with the right decisions for a long-term health and environmental well-being. So it is much more than you just giving in to your present situation. Oh my God, is on the board and you are looking taken away. So it's about you giving it your all in order to say, I am actually taking the right decision. I am actually doing the right thing. I am achieving the right results for the long term. I keep emphasizing on the long term because changing your diet is not about quick fix. It is about a lifestyle. It is about you building your future. Because whatever you think you are building right now, without considering building your health first, it is a waste of time. I'm not sorry to say that. It is just the truth. Because we are only wealthy when we are healthy. So nobody should be able to tell you otherwise. Why you have to take that step towards building your own future, as in living your best life, living healthy, living fulfilled, living and seeing your goals coming around, and you will have that rest of mind to enjoy the fruit of your labor. That is what will happen to you when you shift your mindset towards your diet for a long time achievements, for a long time goals. I don't want to waste your time as in repeating the same thing or looking like I am just emphasizing on some things. I would like to introduce to you our guest speaker in our midst today. In order not to waste his time, because Coach is supposed to be on bed right now and he's here with us and is more than happy to share about, he's a mindset coach, he's a counselor coach. So he understands how our mindset can actually have a greater deal in our decision, in our life, and of course, on our health. So I will be introducing to you our coach that will be sharing things from us on this topic today, Coach John Facing Ibe. If you are meeting Coach for the first time, I'll just briefly tell you who Coach is so that you can familiarize yourself with him. Coach John Ibe is a Nigerian and a citizen of Australian. So he has lived in Nigeria for so many years before traveling to base in Australia. He's a counselor and a member of Australia Community Counseling Association. So he is the best to talk to us about shifting our mindset to a sustainable, healthy diet. Because when we talk about mindset, it is his own area of specialization. So if you don't know much about Coach also have his own counseling platform where he helps people to shift their mindset, to live better, and to have the right perception so that they can live in the brighter light and not just live. You know, there's a difference between you living and you living in the light. So that is what he does. He is an author. He has written numerous books, which are on Amazon. So one of his books that you can actually reach out for is No More Delay, as in taking the right action right from now. You can reach out to him to get the link to get it from Amazon. You can also search for it on Amazon. Coach is always happy and ready to collaborate with individuals to on speaking engagements and then counsel in either private or organizational platform counseling. So you can reach out to him to get to work with him. So please permit me to give the mic to Coach John Ibe today. Sir, the mic is yours right now. I want to quickly use this opportunity. Maybe Sir is not close to his phone to recognize the presence of Mommy Toyi. Mommy Toyi Tope Adedipe, please. Thank you so much for joining us, Ma. We appreciate you. You can decide to be anywhere else right now, but you are here to support us and to be part of this program. We don't take your presence for granted. Thank you, Ma. So, Coach John, the mic is yours, sir. Coach, are you there? Oh, I hope Coach has not fallen asleep. Oh. All right, while we are waiting for Coach, to unmute his mic and talk to us. Coach, are you there?
His
I
mic
don't
as
know
well
what's
as share his
happening.
camera.
You said?
He's trying to open his camera and also mute his mic. So you might want to give
Okay.
him some.
All right. We're
Okay,
waiting
so
for
we're
him.
quite happy. Thank you so much,
Yes.
ma'am, Software, for joining us. Thank you so much, ma'am Olabisi. We really appreciate your presence. And I want to give a big shout out to my sister, Romoke Olisa Adeyemi, for this initiative. It's really a big deal when you tend to help people live a healthier life for free. Like, of course, Nigerians, we always take it for granted until we don't have access to it anymore. So I'll tell you that you're doing something really great. Get don't be discouraged. If it is adding value to one person, even if it is just one person, that is most important than not doing at all. Thank you so much, Ma'am Esther, for joining the chat. We are so happy to have you here. Permit me to say a few things on mindset. I shared a post on this particular event, and I was really very happy when Romuke reached out to me. I was like, our topic is mindset shifts for a healthier diet. The truth is, our mindsets have a very big role to play in everything we do. I mean, everything. Our health, our success, anything. Just name it. If your mindset is saying, I can't do this, your system, your body, your general body is going to accept it like that, and you realize that you can't do it. So, until you're able to shift that mindset from I can't, to I can, that task might not be easy. Let me share a brief analogy. Let's take two people that are trying to stop smoking. Now, they got offered a cigarette. The first person says, oh, I'm trying to quit smoking. That is a very logical answer, right? But that is to say, if the person gets a bit what's the word, influenced, if the person offering the cigarette is able to influence this person the more, he or she might eventually give in, while the other person outrightly said, oh, I'm not a smoker. You will agree with me that the second person has been able to shift his mindset from that period when he used to smoke to the fact that right now he's not a smoker. So he has shifted that mindset, and this is actually going to really help him to overcome that particular habit. That's one of the power of mindset. I think Coach is here. His mic is unmuted. Let me allow him to speak because of time. Coach, if you are here with us, the mic is yours. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, hello. Is everyone hearing me today?
Yes, loud and clear, sir.
All righty. Now, thank you so much for inviting me. I really appreciate your invitation to your firm and happy to be a part of what you were doing. I remember there was a time when I decided to join you, and I was there for a short while before I opted out and went to bed. And today, I thank Mrs. RMK for the opportunity to talk on this platform. I want to celebrate her for the great work she's doing. I want to acknowledge people I saw on the flyer, Mrs. Zainab Akorode, Mr. Godwin Okafor. I want to thank you. You guys are doing great things, transforming lives, and imparting the lives of people in the area of their health. And that's a great thing. Many years ago, we were not really taught things like these, but there's a shift right now. And I love um, the topic that RMK brought for discussion today. It's a very timely topic to look into, which everyone actually needs to hear. So we are talking or looking at um, mindset shift for a sustainable, healthy diet. Now, when I looked at these topic, there are words that means. Hello, are you hearing me?
Sorry about
Hello?
that. You can continue, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Okay. There are words in this topic that needs to be carefully looked at and very cost earned so that we can really know what they are. Mindsets, one, shift to sustainable, healthy, and diet. And if we can look at these words one after the other, it will help us to do justice on this topic today. Mindset first. Like I heard that, I don't know her name. What's her name? The lady that just spoke right now.
Zainab.
Oh, that's Zainab. Great. All right. That was a great one she brought home here to the table. Mindsets affects, impacts everything about our life. And when we really know what what mindset is all about, that's how we need. That makes us to know how it works. We can know how it works when we don't even really know what mindset is all about. So mindset, let's just look at that first, is the state of mind. Human mind, the human mind. There are certain established set of attitudes concerning culture, values, philosophy, position, which a person or group of people have grasped and have believed strongly on or in and have drawn conclusion that they are happy to abide with or by them. This has now become a mindset, a belief, a way of doing things, a lifestyle. That's mindset for you. Then I saw something about shift. Let's understand what shift is all about. And shift is turning from to turning to. You turn from something, you turn to something. A change of a place, position, or direction of something to another. A move from one place or thing to another. Now let's look at sustainable. Sustainable is being able to maintain or continue, in other words, the ability to maintain or support a process over time. Then healthy. When one says, are you healthy? What is healthy? Healthy it implies having a good health, full of strength, vigor, as well as free from signs of diseases. When someone is healthy, he or she is free from signs of diseases. Then when we come to diet, the word diet actually comes from the Greek word called dieta, which means way of life. Diet means a way of life. The original root meaning, which is derived from Greek, is dieta, way of life. That means manner of living, the way of life of eating, the manner of your eating life, the manner by which you eat. It's all about diet. It is also known to be a specific food plan to be followed or observed by a person. Now, to bring all this together, to merge them together, to have a wholesome definition and summary, I would like to say that when we talk about mindset shift for sustainable, healthy diet, is all about changing from and changing to, moving from and moving to, or turning from and turning to a good health, full of strength, vigor, life, free from signs of diseases, supported with the aid of diet, which is a way of life that comes from a right state of mind or right mindset. So, the foundation, that which establish all these things, that which everything is founded upon, is the right mindset. That is the way of life. So to talk about the sustainable, the healthy, the diet, it all stems from the state of the mind. Thank you.
Whoa, that was awesome. The breakdown is everything. You know, like I said earlier, this mindset topic is his own area of specialization. And I couldn't think of another person that would break it down like that to our understanding than in. So thank you so much for that well detailed definition of the topic of today. Thank you so much. I hope it is not only me that I'm writing, because I've been able to write it down step by step the way he said it. Thank you. Without wasting your time and our time, permit me to quickly recognize the presence of some dignitaries in our midst. I can see Madam Bimbola, and I was like, why is she here? I thought your program is always the same time with mine. That's why I didn't even bother to reach out. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate. Madam Esther, thank you so much. It's good to see your face. Thank you, Mom. Mom, I saw Mom Beecroft the other time. Thank you so much for joining us. Mommy Toyin, thank you for sticking around. We really appreciate you. And Grandpa is in the house. Grandpa, thank you so much for always being supportive and creating time to be here with us, sharing a lot of valuable information with us. We really appreciate you, sir. Thank you. We are happy to see you here in our midst again today. I have just 2 questions for Coach John. I don't know if we have more questions from the audience. So permit me to quickly ask my question so that we will not waste your time, sir, because I know you need to go back to bed. My first question is, how does shifting our mindset affect not just what we eat, but how we eat and every other thing around it? You know, it's one thing to have the mindset shift. It's another thing to be able to, you understand, incorporating it into our lifestyle. That's my first question. My second question is, I want to ask together so that you can answer the 2 together. My second question is, what are the common limiting beliefs or negative self-talks that hold people back from shifting their mindsets and being consistent with it in order to have the sustainable healthy diet? Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you so much, RMK, for that question that you asked right now. All is still back to the mindset we are talking about. And I've taken time to explain or define what a mindset is. Now, it's not very easy to turn or to experience a mindset shift for a sustainable, healthy diet or life. I see this as a result of our background. And let me make an example. You see, when I was in Nigeria, let me use Nigeria. I will use driving for an example. And I will use language for an example. You drive on the left. The car, you drive, the steering is on the left. And when you come over here, you drive on the right because the steering of the car is on the right. Now, how you drive in Nigeria is not the way you drive here. Things needs to change. The way you learn or you have learned how to drive in Nigeria is not the way you will drive when you get here. Therefore, what you learn, you will unlearn and relearn when you get here. The same thing is applicable to someone who travels from Australia to Nigeria. It's not the way that person drives in Australia that person would drive in Nigeria. there is a different way to drive. He has to now unlearn his driving um, skills or whatever about driving, which he knows yet, and start to drive the way he needs to drive according to traffic or the driving rules in Nigeria there. Secondly, like language, there's a way we speak in Nigeria, and when you get here, there's another way you speak. There was a lady, she's a Nigerian lady, she said this I'll serve, that she spoke sometime to a white guy and she said boss. And that one didn't really know what she was saying. And she said boss. And she was talking about transportation. But here she was made to know and understand that it's called boss, not boss, boss. Can you see that? So what am I trying to say is that there are things we learn which might not be correct, and we need to unlearn them and relearn them. So when we're talking about mindset, that's the same thing. There have been education, information that we have been given, and that has conditioned and programmed our minds to think, act, feel, and live in a particular way, which is affecting every areas of our lives. Today, even in regards to food, the way we see food. Now, you give people vegetables, they they don't think that's food. They they don't see it as food and said, "Oh, is this something that is going to fill me up? No, go and get a pounded yam. Go get all this swallowing food." And thinking that when I eat that, that's that time I'm full. But because of that kind of mindset by which people have been brought up to see a particular food to be food, and this is not food. People don't see fruits, vegetables as food. They see something else. And how will people understand how to live a healthy lifestyle when they have not been informed rightly? So I believe if this mindset shift has to happen, people needs to be re-educated and reinformed so that they can be transformed, and then they can have a new mindset, the right mindset concerning food, concerning health. And they can now experience a healthy life. Unless that will not happen. Now, how many people even believes in water, for example? Taking water, it has happened to me many years ago because of no information, lack of information. I didn't know that I need to take water. We suffer dehydration because no information. We suffer pains and different kind of health issues because we don't know that we need to move the body. We don't know most of all these things. We also in the area of the portions, like you made mention of portion sizes. Many many went over there in Nigeria many years ago until when they bring a big bowl of eba. Before you know that you have eaten and full and you're full. But these are the things that has been inculcated in us, and we keep growing up with them. And that makes us to do things wrongly. So before this mindset shift can happen, people needs to be educated. There is a need of education. There is a need to learn new things, get the right information about health, get a right information about how to go about diet. Like I've said in Greek is dieta, which means the way of life. Let people know that your diet is your way of life. What you eat is what you are. What you drink is what you are. You're a product of your food. So all these things needs to be spelled out to people. Thank you. I don't know if I've answered your question. Thank you.
Yes, sir. You answered my question, sir. Especially the portion size aspect. I know when we were growing up, we were taught actually to eat till you are full. Because my mom would tell me, when you are full, you don't come back and disturb me until when you're ready to eat the next, the food that is actually the main course for the day. And I feel like I don't have to eat everything until that time before, because we children, we like to eat and then still eat some refreshments before we can say, okay, we are okay. So you giving us only food and you think that should be all until when it is afternoon or it is lunchtime. So eating at the right portion of food has a lot to actually say about our health. Some people, they think when you hit that oligarchy of eba or that very big portion, that's when you have the strength. You'll be able to have a lot of nutrients, which food is not like that. So mindset shift about food, like what we eat, the portion size, the right balance, as in we cannot emphasize the balance as in enough, because it is not actually eating alone. It is about eating the right set of food, like what your body actually needs. Thank you so much for that answer. We really, really appreciate you. I don't know if we have any question from the audience before we move to our next speaker. Grandpa is in the house and he's giving me goosebumps. Please, do we have any questions for Coach Facing before he will have to go to bed, because this time on their side we are around 1 a.m. and we have already made him to stay longer than he should. Instead of staying on his bed, he's here with us, so we will not want to keep him for too long. Please, if you have any question or clarification or something you would like him to respond to, you can unmute now and speak. Do we have?
All right, thank you so much, sis. I don't have a question really. I just want to appreciate our coach for doing justice to that topic and the question itself. Having lived in Nigeria, he has first-hand experience of what mindset has done to us. And thank God for awareness like this. We still have a long way to go, honestly. That's the truth. And I'm so excited that we're doing this one event, one program at a time. If we continue at it, I believe that would eventually be able to help people to unlearn those cultural things that they have imbibed into us. Really. Thank you so much, Coach, for doing this with us. God bless you real good. I have learned a lot, and I also believe that our audience have also had some things written down. Okay, so if there are going to be more questions, we'll actually forward them to you so that we don't keep you away from sleeping. Nature, you can't cheat nature. That's the truth. So we have to we have to respect that. So we'll get questions if there are any across to you, so that we can allow you to go. Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate you being here with us. And we hope to have you some other time again to talk about this. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, sir. If there is any more question for you, we'll reach out to you and let you know. Then we can send it to the group when you answer them. So we are releasing you officially, but whenever you feel like it, you can leave, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Back to you, Zainab.
All right. Thank you so much for inviting me and for your time. And keep on in the great work you're doing in changing and transforming lives over there in Nigeria.
Thank you so much. Okay, I want to, before I go on and invite amiable grandpa here, is going to, of course, he has a wide knowledge, experience. He has helped people in terms of diet and everything. So I believe you will have insights, fresh ones, as to how mindset has been able to affect people in terms of their health and diet. I want to appreciate the presence of Mam Toyi, my sister Abimbola. I saw Mam Bicroft the other time. Everyone that is with us on this call, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the willingness to learn one thing or the other from this event. Your presence means so much to us. We do not take it for granted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Grandpa Godwin, I would not say so much, but I know this is not the first time you're coming on this call with us on this event. It's so exciting and refreshing to have you every time we call you're here, sharing nuggets, sharing value, sharing tips, practical tips. We are so excited that you're joining us again this wonderful afternoon. So with that said, I'm going to be inviting the most charismatic grandpa that I have seen on the face of LinkedIn. When they say someone is a grandpa and he's Gen Z, okay, I need to fuse it together. The Gen Z grandpa that is full of knowledge. Okay, let me not say so much. They said I hype a lot. I hope it's not true. Okay, allow me to introduce to you Grandpa China. Sorry, his name is Grandpa Okafor, Grandpa Godwin Chinaka Okafor. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Kindly unmute your mic, introduce yourself to the audience, and give us your little take on the topic. Then I'll give you the questions that I have. Just 3 questions. The mic is yours, sir. Please take it away.
Thank you very much, Alaja Korode. And my sister Romoke, you guys are doing wonderfully well. I'm sorry, today has been very busy for me. My visitor is still around. I'm still consulting with her, but I have to take excuse to talk to us. I was able to get some things from our speaker from overseas. And I thank God for the way he talked about mindset. Mindset is actually contextual. And what I can tell you about mindset is some people are, can I say their philosophy is fatalistic in the sense that they want to kill themselves. Do you understand? So mind shift change is a life or death thing. If you don't change your mindset in some circumstances, you just end your life like that. But I'm talking from experience. I changed my mind. Mindset means the way you set your mind. You know, some people's minds are set on destruction. I hope you know that. Their minds are set on destruction. Some people's minds are set on success. Some people's minds are set on failure. If you set your mind on success, there is nothing that can hinder you from going forward. You know, it's just like a young girl that says, I will not have unwanted baby. I will not have illegitimate children. I will not have irresponsible marriage. That girl will succeed in life. You can laugh at her, you can mock her, You can call her Mugu, anything you want to call, but she set on success. She set her mind on becoming a role model to other people. So that's how I look at mindset. Mindset and diet is not a lazy man something. When I set my mind on changing my diet and my life, everybody mocked me. People canceled me. People sort of offered to give me money if I have run out of money to feed myself. That is mindset. And concerning diet, willpower does nothing. Willpower is like New Year resolution. My sister, I'm sure you identify with that. In New Year resolution, you soon run out of steam. Because when temptation comes, when you begin to pity yourself, you know, I'm trying to tie both of them together because I don't really have time. It's also like, you know, saying, oh, my willpower, oh, my determination. It's not sustainable because it has a limited time. There is a limited time you can deprive yourself. There is a limited time you can deprive yourself. So even if you say, okay, let me restrict myself from eating this or from that, no, it doesn't work. It is only a mindset shift. When your mindset shifts, okay, let me digress a bit. I set my mind to condemn age. I set my mind to say there is nothing like God that talks about age. Age is a concept. It's not even a number. It is a concept that people invented. Like my new book, I have a book I'm going to write about how to retire retirement. Retirement is a concept of slave drivers, and they were exploiting physical sense. It's a digression, but you see, mindset is more powerful than death. So if you change your mindset to eat healthy, no devil can stop you. But if you want to be, can I say, permissive, you permit yourself to indulge in, you know, I remember one time people wrote an article about my cheat days. You can't cheat yourself. If you cheat too much, it can kill yourself. So whatever question you have for me, I can take it, but I've laid foundation about mindset shift. You need a mindset shift to succeed. And if you hate failure, you can never fail to set your mind on anything you want to achieve in life. Whether you are in Australia, whether you're in America, whether you are in Nigeria, whether you are in Lagos, whether you are in the village. I grew up in Benin City, and there were some things I set my mind I can never do. I never did it. You understand? And it's not religion. I didn't have any religious something. I said, look, I am not going to mess around with my colleagues, with ladies, with girls. Do you understand? So mindset is very powerful. And Ramoke, I don't know how you got this. This is revolutionary. So this mindset, anybody listening to me right now, we know that mindset is the foundation of life. Please learn to shift your mind. Shift it from where it is now, and not be a fatalistic, philosophical person that, you know, today you do something right, tomorrow you are, no. I hope that is taken. So then let me shoot me the questions and let me see.
Okay. Thank you so much for that brief introduction. It really captures a lot, honestly. You've talked about the willpower and how it has an expiry, because there would be some days that you feel like, oh, let me indulge myself. And you go ahead and do that, then every other thing happens. And before you know it, you go back to that thing that you decided you were not going to do again. So thank you. That has answered my first question. And the second question is that there is this thing called self-compassion. When you begin to pity yourself, that, oh God, already people are pitying you, and they're even saying it to your face. Take, for example, the people that were telling you that should they give you money. Please, can you hear me, sir? Oh my God.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead,
I'm hearing you
Captain.
clearly.
Okay, thank you. So imagine those people that were already pitying you that if you didn't have money to eat, maybe they could give you money. So you get to a point that if you don't have a mindset shift, you can begin to have self-compassion for oneself. What are the roles that you think that this self-compassion plays in sustaining a healthy eating habit, especially during challenging times? Okay, I know you would. Did you get that? So that I can just go through the other questions, just two questions.
I did. Well,
Okay.
self-compassion is actually not self-love, is it?
No,
It
no,
is
it's
not.
not. It's
Good.
not.
Self-love goes beyond that. Self-compassion is actually, can I say, trying to lower the standard.
Yeah.
You
It's
want
more
to
like
satisfy the flesh,
indulging yourself.
indulging yourself, cheating, your cheat days. Romoka,
Oh
I've
yeah.
caught you once. You wrote about my cheat days.
This.
Please don't cheat at all. Don't cheat at all. Life is more serious than self-compassion. Self-love, I know. Self-love can be negative. You can, because you love yourself, you decide I'm not going to ride on that car. I'm not going to ride with my friends because I love myself. Because I love myself, I can refuse to touch cigarette. I can refuse to touch beer. I can refuse to touch things that people normally touch. Do you understand? Because I
Yeah.
love myself, I cannot go out to party with my friends. But compassion is a lazy man's, I don't know how to put it, but I tell you for me, it is not even self-care, you know, because whether you like it or not, the so-called restrictive diet, the so-called, willpower, it has a expiry date, because when the emotional trigger sets in, the emotional trigger like stress, you are bored, you are sad. I'm sure you know about emotional eating. So if you talk about self-compassion, you are
Being
talking about
patient.
emotional eating. You eat because you are depressed. I have faced
Mm.
that before. If you are a writer, sometimes you want to compensate by snacks. But I tell myself that, look, you man, you don't have so many years to live. When I had 30 years in front, 40 years in front of me, you no more have that luxury. So think that the first week, the week you are facing is your last. Do your best. So there is nothing like, don't be compassionate with yourself, because self can run riot and kill you. I'm sure you know that. Somebody is speeding, oh, my new car, you are speeding. What are you doing? Self-compassion. I want to show off. Self can destroy self. So don't be very strict on yourself. Be hard on yourself. Be gentle on people. You can give people what they want, but I cannot give myself what I know is poisonous to me. First of all, I test people. I will say, no, I don't do this, I don't do this. They say, why can't you do that? You can afford it. If you are pressing me, I will give you. But for me, I will not. Is that okay? Romoke
That
is
is
laughing.
very exact. That's very
Yes, I
exact.
just love the
Thank
way
you.
you put it.
As in a way, it's like saying when they are preaching that you should accept God and all of that, the gospel preachers, they will say, don't give in to the blood. Is that correct? Don't give, yeah, don't give in to like the body. There's a way your body would say, I want this. And if you give in, it's not self care.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you so much for doing justice to that question. And you have touched part of my next question, but I'll still ask nonetheless so that you can shed more light on it. How does mindset shift affect how we eat? The portion, the a lot of things, everything concerning what we put in our body, the luxury, the amount, the way you see all of these things, these what do we call them? These eateries showcasing their fine burgers with all the feelings. How will your mindset not say, let me branch and buy now, just once, let me do cheating? So how can you shift your mindset to avoid all of those things?
I believe I have touched on those, but let me come harder now. When you shift your mind, you are going to learn some things. You will unlearn some things. When I shifted my mind and said I rubbish age, I began to learn. I began to relearn. I began to unlearn. And then I cut off from associating people that can take me back to Egypt. If you understand that term, it's a Christian phrase, don't take me back to Egypt. So you are going to learn. For instance, if you don't want to smoke, you don't want to drink, you don't want so many things, learn to disassociate yourself from people that have those habits. So you can't say I have a mindset change and you continue fellowshipping with pigs. I'm sorry to use that, but this mindset thing is pepping me up because it's me. I know what I'm talking about. I shifted my mindset in many things. I can't tell you all, but one of them is I won't eat this. I won't eat that. If you cook it in my house, because it is haram for me, forget it. It's forbidden. I won't touch it. Do you understand? So, how it helps me to sustain my lifestyle is to learn those things that are good for my body and learn those things that are harmful to my body. If I know that high-fat food is dangerous to a man of almost 70 years, why? No matter how you display it, I go to my daughter's place, she cooks it, and say, Daddy, this is the only thing that is available. Oh, I say, oh, thank you very much, but I've had something. And I can tell her that this is not the way I brought you up. You can't give me poison if I'm your daddy. Do you understand me? So if she say, oh, people that came to my house, they are from, I say, oh, yeah, don't worry. Just give me one cucumber or one carrot. So you have to learn. You have to unlearn. Then cut association. I'm departing from textbook definition of mindset shift. If you don't learn and concretize your idea, you will be shaken. But learn to stand by your word. Your children will love you for it. Mommy, can I have a cookie? No. Mommy, can I have a Coke? No. I'm telling you, if you say that continuously for 6 months, your son will respect you. And your son will replicate it in his home later in life. Do you understand? Please be hard on yourself. Set your mind on life. Set your mind on success. Because if you don't set your mind, you can actually be eaten. My sister Romoke was there. Before I was there, I was dying and I thought I was enjoying. Until everything started shooting up. Blood pressure, sugar level, the frequent malaria become more frequent, chronic lower back pain, which disappeared when I changed my mindset about feeding. Man shall not live by bread alone. I'm sure that physical bread, fat fish, fat meat cannot sustain a man. It is the right diet that can sustain him. I'm sorry. Okay. Are we through?
You have.
You are smiling. You are laughing.
You have done. It's the way you rounded up. Man shall not live by physical bread, junks, burgers, and all of those, nonsense alone. Man shall live by the healthier choices, right? Thank you so much, Sam, for doing justice to that. I love the part where you said disassociate yourself with people that will take you back, because they will be there every step of the way, making sure to discourage you, making sure to influence your decision. If that is so, it is not too bad if you disassociate yourself from them. They will eventually come back to ask you, how did you do this? How did you achieve this? Can you teach me? Can you help me? But you need to first let go for them to be able to learn something from you. Thank you so much, Grandpa. I really love the way you made it relatable. Yes, thank you. Um, our amiable audience, if you are learning anything, you have gained any value from what Grandpa had said so far, I expect that you shower him with emojis, but I did not see any. So it's like only me and Romoke are here. Hmm? Nobody drop an emoji. Oh, and maybe people are not even learning, but I want to believe that is not so. Okay, thank you so much, Omabibola. Thank you. I know others are going to be dropping their emojis along the line. Please, if you have any questions, any question at all, thank you. Mom Grace said, it's fire. She has learned so much. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So if you have any question that's been enlightening, all right, I'm trying to read from the comments. If you have any questions, please do us the honor to unmute your mic and ask quickly because Grandpa has someone that you need to attend to. Yeah, it just has to be here. So if you have any question, you can't unmute your mic, just drop it in the comments. I'll read it out. If you can unmute your mic, please do so. Ask your question so that Grandpa can do justice to it. Okay. Okay. Mom Grace said she's sending you hugs. I hope mommy will not get angry like this. Don't send grandpa hugs.
Thank you very much.
It's a
Thank
friendly
you.
hug.
Yes, I've received it. I've seen it. I've received it.
Oh, okay. My hand is not there, but I know it's a father-daughter hug. So, but my hand is not there. Mommy, please know that my hand is not there. Okay. Okay. On that note, I want to believe that there are no questions, but if we eventually have any, we'll be sending them your way so that you can answer and then we'll drop it on the group. Thank you so much for honoring our call and doing justice to our questions, answering them the most practicable way possible. Thank you so much for always being here. Before I hand the mic over to the host, I'm going to appreciate everyone that has been here, that was here, and that is still here. God bless you. You are the real MVVPs. We appreciate your support always. Thanks for being here. Thanks for always coming to cheer us on. It means so much. Madam Grace, Madam Abimbola, Mam Toyin has left, Mam Beecroft, and others that I have forgotten to mention their name. Just know that we value your presence and support. So the hosts, the brain behind this event, I want to say, may the well of knowledge never run dry. Keep being amazing, keep impacting, keep smiling, and keep being beautiful. Thank you so much, Grandpa. Once again, extend our warm regards to your guests, to Mommy, and to everyone in the family. Thank you so much for being here. I'll hand the mic over to Romoke. Before I do that, let me introduce myself. My name is Zainab, and I love to help people to overcome the fear of public speaking. I'm available to host your events. Just holler at me. I am here. You want to host events, you want to train people to become better speakers, I'm your go-to person. On that note, it's been amazing time with you. Thank you so much, everyone. Ma'am Romoke, the mic is yours.
Thank you so much, Grandpa. In fact, it is always a delight hearing from you. Whenever you are sharing like this, it's like, someone speaking from experience. It's actually different from someone that is reading or trying to, they call it ability, right? I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So whenever you are sharing from your experience, it's so relatable that one cannot just help but laugh and then put ourselves in your shoe. In fact, thank you so much, sir, for everything you have shared today. And I have a lot of take homes as well. And I have some that I will be working on myself. Thank you so much, Ma'am Grace. Thank you, Mama Bimbola. Thank you, Grace Abalaka, and my beautiful, vibrant co-host. Like, we now I've heard a lot of things about our mindset shift. When we start thinking about our food, like our diet, eating habits, as like a self-care, like I just have to take care of this body. This belongs to me. It is still me versus me. We cannot pour from an empty cup. So if you are not taking care of yourself, who will? Who? It is still we that we need to do it. So look at your food as you are giving yourself a special self-care. When you start seeing food like that, your mindset is already shifting to you maintaining and feeding on the right diet. That is one. Another one is setting realistic goals. You don't have to start today and reach where you are going today. It is not possible. You are just going to be burnt out and you will end up not gaining anything from it. So whenever you want to change something, like the mindset we are talking about, take a baby step at a time. So do those things, one thing, achieve one before you go to the next one. Like, for instance, learn to drink water right. Learn when to drink water. Learn how to drink water to get the benefits from it. When you are able to do this, you can now shift to the next thing. So do it one at a time. You don't have to achieve everything at a go. Another thing is to emphasize on plant-based food. If you want to build your future the right way, you have to know that eating the right food is the only way you are going to live your best life. And eating the right food is eating plant-based food. I know you have seen so many of my posts and I talk about food. I'm not just talking about it. I am also talking from experience. This thing has happened to me and I have seen the difference between just eating and intentional eating. So let's shift our mindset to eating plant-based foods that have benefits for our system. Another one is mindful food plan. A lot of people, they have done a lot of things, change this, change that. The only reason they are not seeing the required, as in the desired result, is because they keep jumping from one thing to another. And there's something they call consistency. When you are consistent with what you are doing and you are doing the right thing, you will definitely see the results. So be consistent with what you eat. Balance is very, very important. When you have the right food plan that guides you on what to eat, you don't have to trouble yourself about what you want to eat in the morning or evening or tomorrow again. Things are going to start aligning very well. Another one is to reduce food wastage. You know, when you cook this today, you cook that tomorrow, you cook this, and then you have some leftovers. How do you handle them? Know how to recook your leftovers. You can even turn them to a new dish. Please, when we are talking about eating right, we are not talking about wasting food. We are talking about doing the right thing to get the right nutrition. And another thing I know Mr. Coach John mentioned this is to get the right knowledge. You need the right knowledge. You need to research on the kind of things that your body appreciates. That is you listening to your body and then you enrich it with the right diet. So what are those mindset shifts that we actually need to see this sustainable healthy diet change? The one that will serve us in the future. One is to change our mindset from quick fix to a long-term thinking. Like, you are not doing what you're doing right now because of what you want to get tomorrow, but what you want to achieve in the future. Another one is stop looking at you not doing this like you are depriving yourself. No, that is not self-care, like Grandpa said. You have to do things in the way that shows that you love yourself. So loving yourself go beyond compassion, like Grandpa said. Do things that you know is not going to be poisonous to your system, but beneficial to your system. Yeah, I know. Shift from motivation to discipline. Like when you shift your mindset from, oh, I need to be motivated before I can do this, or I am just, you understand, you are just living in that corner of, oh, because of what someone said, that's why you are doing it. You are not being disciplined enough. And we also need that disciplined mindset to achieve greater things. So shift your mindset from motivation to discipline. Like Grandpa said, he said, when he says, I am not eating this, he stamps his ground. That's the same thing you need to do. Not, oh, shift days. There's nothing like shift days again. You just have to do it because you need to do it. Your body needs you to do it and to do it right. Another thing is to shift your mindset from perfection to progress. Perfectionism does not help anybody. You just need that gradual process to reach your destination. So don't stick your mind on perfection. Shift it to progress. Another one is to shift your mindset from, oh, I want to lose weight, to I want complete wellness. There's difference between the two. We have some people that they have big body, but yet they are even healthier than some slim. I had one on-site presentation last week. Yeah, it was last week. And then a lady asked a question about, because she's fat, and one man just interrupted like, I've been telling you that's why you are still fat and I am slim. I felt so bad. Someone is thinking on that direction. Being healthy does not have anything to do with your appearance. You can be fat and still be healthier than someone that is slim. So we have a lot to do about our mindset, and we don't need to body shame anybody. So when you are looking for a sustainable healthy diet, don't think about it like you want to lose weight. Look at it like, I want to get the wellness. I want to build the future, which I can reap the fruits of my labor. Last one is, don't live in isolation. At times, you don't have to do it alone. You can join a community that can inspire you on your journey. And that is why Healthy Lifestyle is here for you. We can discuss this, we can talk about this, we can rub mind, we can talk about do's and don'ts of food. And you are free to share your experience. I am free to share mine as well. Then lastly, it's not about dieting. It is about nourishing our body. When we nourish our body with the right food, we are able to build a future, a sustainable future for ourselves. Because if you think it is expensive, you will not reach there. If you think it is too late for you, you are wrong. If you think you cannot do it, you can. Don't let me keep ranting because it is about a mindset shift to actually reach our long-term goals. So I want to say a very big thank you to everyone here today. Thank you, Ma'am Abimbola. Thank you, Grace. Thank you. We have the midwife next door in our midst. Thank you so much for joining, Mama. We appreciate you. My beautiful co-host, always there to support. Thank you so much. I am sending hugs and blowing kisses. And her grandpa, thank you so much for the nugget. We really appreciate you sharing from experience, as in guiding us on how this thing works and how we can make it work for ourselves. We say thank you, sir, and God bless you. And I heard when you were saying you don't have so years, you still have a lot of years. So by God's grace, you still have long life ahead of you, sir. So thank you so much, everyone. I still remain your health-focused friend, Romoke Olisa Adeyemi, because I do care about your health. And I'm saying thank you for joining us, and bye for now. Zainab, the floor is yours. You can also say thank you and bye to our audience before we call it a day today.
Everyone for spending the beautiful afternoon with us, and we hope to see you on the next one. Have an amazing evening. Bye.